Tessa. Okay. So, I was thinking about it. I think I'm gonna do like a general reading for where you're at, and then maybe a general reading for where your person's at. Okay, so let's see where Tessa is at. I just got a new cat today, and see if he thinks I'm talking to him. So if he comes in talking, that is what you hear. Okay, so let's see where Tessa is at. Okay, where is Tessa at today? Okay, so you are not seeing a new beginning happening with this person. You're feeling like all hope is lost. Or you could be seeing that it's just, there's not going to be a new start. What's the challenge? Or maybe you are refusing to offer this start. Oh my god. Okay, so the challenge is this ending, this really painful ending, and a lot of sadness. There's regret, remorse, looking back. What's the subconscious energy? Oof, okay. So this in your subconscious energy, there's a lot of memories that you're thinking about. There's no clarity for you at all. There also could be no communication from this person. And I think you're single. Or you could just be focusing on how to be single and focusing on how to be abundant in what you have going on. What's the past? Oh my god. Could this come out any more clear? Okay, so there was a return back to somebody. It wasn't successful, and there was no love being offered. What's in the present energy? Not working together, no clarity, almost harsh with words. You're feeling like you lost something that was like a wish for you. And you could be dealing with somebody who is very in and out. This could be like a player. Either way, they act on their impulsive passions, and then once they are done with it, then they just kind of leave. So yeah, they're very, very in and out. But right now there's no collaboration. You might not even be talking to this person. You have, and there might have been I think that there might have been like a try at a new start that just totally failed, because you have 3 cards of new starts, and none of them worked out. And this is like so clear. The sadness, the ending, and then this person, they might be a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. What's in the near future? You isolating a lot. And it's almost to a fault. So you're not, there's a part of you that is only focused on the loss, and you're not seeing that there's still something good that can come out of this situation. If it's not with this person, there is something that is good that is coming from it. But right now, or at least in the near future, it's actually kind of within the past, the present, and the future, you are kind of just in a place of isolation and sadness, and not really reflecting too much on this, or on like the self-growth part of it. Because I think there's a part of you that is trying to emerge, that is very abundant, and this is you being really good on your own. But I think that it's being fogged with these memories, and you're feeling this lack of clarity in the situation. What's the advice for Tessa? Okay, so you also are feeling very bound to this situation. You're feeling like, or you could be feeling like, there's no way to get out of this. And I just went through a bad breakup, probably like, 7 months ago. And I've been feeling like this for a very long time, and I get this card a lot. And this is like, it's actually a card of feeling bound by your own thoughts. And so you are feeling like you can't get yourself out of this sadness and this looking back and this like remorse, and it's a lot, and it's hard to release. And I can't remember, but I think the other reading that I did for you, I think this card came up too. I think there was some sort of betrayal that happened. Okay, so what are the energies being brought in for Tessa to help support her? Okay, so there are energies being brought in for you that are very happy and joyful. The Sun card is like the happiest card in the tarot deck. And this can be you getting outside a lot, literally being in the sun. It could be things being made clear to you that weren't clear before. And there is also a planning period that's happening. And also there right now you could be in a place of indecision, lacking clarity on how to move forward. And it looks like the energies that are being brought in to help support you are a release of this lack of clarity. Like this blindfold is going to be taken off, and you are going to be able to see where to go. What are Tessa's hopes? What are Tessa's fears? Oh my god. Okay, so this is definitely so this is a pair, and you're hoping that you are a pair. I think you're hoping that you are soulmates, and fearful that you're not. You also are hopeful that you will have an opportunity to really like spill your guts and say what you want to say, and how you're feeling. But you're also fearful of this person doing the same thing. Or this person, they could be very closed off with their emotions. They don't know how to deal with speaking their emotions. And you may be fearful that they'll continue in that energy. What's the outcome? How do these energies resolve? Oh. Okay, there will be a release of a burden that you've been carrying for a long time. Oh, what's this? Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. This is usually like the overall energy of the reading. So I do think that this person, oh God, this person could be coming back and offering kind of like a half a cup of love, where, and it would make sense because they do seem like they're this in and out energy. But the problem with this is that they're still learning. They don't really know what they're doing. And in the near future, it does look like there's a conflict that will be kind of dropped. And you will be focusing more on your work. I'm going to clarify all these cards just to see, but there's some, I do think that this person, if they haven't already, they have kind of come in and offered something that's like, maybe you don't see that going anywhere with all these like new beginnings in reverse. Okay, so let's see what this Ace of Pentacles in reverse is. Yeah, so the Two of Swords, you have it here again. So right now you are stuck in a position of not exactly knowing what to do, like indecision. What is the Ace of Swords in reverse? The Ace of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Ace of Swords. So it's almost like you have an energy that is within you that is switching back and forth. So you're sometimes, which would make sense with the Two of Swords. Sometimes you see things clearly, and sometimes you go back. It flip-flops a lot. And so it is kind of, I think in the near future that will end, and that won't be as like prominent in your energy. Let's clarify. Yeah, because in the past it looks like you were kind of returning back to this person because you thought that whatever they had was emotionally fulfilling to you. What's the Knight of Wands? The Two of Wands in reverse, so you have that here. That's interesting because all of these cards that have come out, you've had them over here, but in the opposite position. So here, you're having a hard time making a decision about this person. You're having a hard time planning anything with them or making any future plans. But in the near future, it looks like there will be something that is either illuminated to you, or you will start to see more clearly and you'll be able to plan forward more. What's the Queen of Cups in reverse? And what's the King of Wands, or the King of Cups in reverse? So you're hopeful for, so now you have all 4 new beginning cards. I think you want a new beginning with this person, but you don't want it to be just about like passion. You don't want it to be like a sexual new beginning, which I think this person has offered before, and you're fearing this sadness again. What's the Five of Wands in reverse? Holy, I'm not gonna take all of these, but I don't know if I can pick them up. What's the Five of Wands in reverse? Look at crazy. You have, again, another card, but in the opposite position. So there will be a drop of a conflict that's happening, and it's gonna, this is 2 of 5s. 5s are usually a card of chaos, but in the reverse, it's saying that that chaos is dropping. And there's going to be more of a like soul searching deal going on. What's the 8 of Pentacles in reverse? Or in the upright? The 6 of Wands. So you will have some sort of victory at work. What's the 10 of Wands in reverse? So you're going to be releasing something that you've been carrying for a long time. And that thing could be a codependency pattern, or just something toxic that you are carrying with you. It could be this person, but I don't know. I think usually when these show up, I really do think that it's more of like an inner thing that happens, like codependency or addiction, or like some negative relationship patterns. And so there's a release of that, but it's going to be a hard release. It's going to be, there will be like resistance to it, but you will end up releasing it. Okay, so what's the 8 of Swords here, the advice? Okay. So this is the idea of this happy ending. And you're going to see it differently, I think. Because there's a release of this mindset, and the mindset that comes in is the 10 of Cups, and that's like the happy family, the end, like the resolution, everybody's coming together and it's a happy family, total fulfillment. And so there's this release of this idea because something is being illuminated, and it's the moon in reverse, which means, and I think you're going to see that something's not going to work here. There's going to be something that is just, you don't have, it's not that you don't have what it takes, but it's like, I think you're going to like lose you're going to see that there's a lot more work that needs to be put into it. And I don't think you're going to want to do it. Because I think there's going to be like you making plans somewhere else. I think this person that keeps coming in and out, I don't know, I don't think, well, we'll do a reading for them too. Let's see where they are at. Okay, so let's see the bottom of the deck. You're not trusting your intuition on something. Let's see where this Joker is. What he's all about. My cat is just checking this place out. I should have asked you his name so I could have said it. Sometimes that makes it better. Maybe not. Alright, so where is this person of Tessa's at? What is going on with this person? I don't know, it's weird because see, where is this person that Tessa's at? What is going on with them? Oh, shut up. Okay, so they want clarity about something. It's like, God, maybe you were the one to cut them off. So they do want clarity. They're looking for some sort of clarity. And this could be that they're speaking their truth. They're looking for the truth. They want the truth. They've spoken their truth. Or they just want clarity. Or they're getting clarity. What's the challenge? This is the kind of person who, I think that they were once in a position of wanting to win at all costs, and they were kind of just like, it's like the kind of person who's like just proving their point. They don't care what goes on around the situation. They don't care who they hurt. They just want to prove their point. But it looks like the challenge was that they did do that, and then now they're kind of, I think, possibly trying to release that or not be so much like that. It also could be that you are like that, and that it's hard for them, that's a challenge for them. What's in their subconscious energy? This is wild. Okay, so they are feeling like they want to offer love. That they want to go for something one last time. They want to push forward and close out this cycle. And so with energy cycles, there's like, you could go through an energy cycle with another person that is like, you have like 5 months where you're just stuck in a fight. And then it's like all of a sudden you both kind of decide to like drop your swords and you're done with the fight. And then it's like, oh my gosh, now you have 3 months where you're like super happy and super like get along great. So it looks like that's kind of in their head right now, is that you were in a bad cycle, and so now they want to end that and try again. What's the past? This was, you also had this card for your present energy. And they're feeling the same way in the recent past, where it's like they didn't get their wish. Whatever happened was not what they wanted. What's the present energy? Oof. Justice. Give me one more for the present energy. Okay. They could feel like they were in the right, and now they are just like this is what you get. But at the same time, first of all, they could be spending too much money. But also they could be giving their energy away in too many places. And that's not like in a, like to other people, like not in that sense. It's more just like doing a lot, like exerting their energy all over the place. Just doing too much. What's in the near future for this person? So there is some sort, first of all, they are a slow mover. The way that they are moving is very slow, and the way that they offer or like process information is slower. Their energy is just slower. But they're offering something. I'm guessing it's this new beginning. They could also be very overly emotional, like a very overly emotional person. Or they're not using their intuition or their logic at all. Like this, they're just going straight for emotion. But they're coming in with like an idea or like a new start. And it's not a developed one, by the way. It's very like premature. So they want to offer something, but it's very slow and it's not fully thought out. It could be just, but they are willing to put in the work. Okay, so instead of the advice, I'll do what are the actions that they're planning on taking. Oh my gosh, funny because this is, you had this in your fears. They want a reconciliation. But again, they're not fully offering something stable. And if they do offer something stable, it's gonna take time. What are the energies that are being brought in by Spirit to help guide them? Okay. Maybe this will make sense to you, but it doesn't to me. They could be trying to sneak away from something. They could also be trying to get away with something. Or they could be trying to do something more quickly than they should. So like, which would make sense for this personality. So they're trying to kind of rush into something too quickly for what it's supposed to be. But at the same time, they are really developing who, they also could be an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, or Libra, or no, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But they are working on their personal development, mainly their finances. And so that is a big energy that's coming in right now. It could be why this relationship has taken, not the back burner, but why there have been pauses, because this person needs to develop, and you also needed to develop that too. More of an independent, stable energy within yourself. And they're trying to move too quick towards this relationship. They could also be trying to move too quick to turn into this. They could be presenting an energy that their offer is very stable, but they're hiding the fact that it's not. What are this person's hopes for this situation? They're hoping to let down their guard, and or maybe that you are going to let down your guard. You seemed more guarded. This person seems very open. They could actually want to like fight. They could, and it could be that they are letting their guard down to hear what you have to say. and like actually like have an argument, because sometimes like the arguments aren't just to like fight, it's to actually like solve the problem. So they're hopeful for this defensiveness to drop and then this like argument to happen. What are their fears? They're fearful of things being unbalanced. And they're fearful of being single. They could also be fearful of you being single. And they're fearful, I think this is about you. They're fearful that you will see the opportunities that you have. This is hard to say because you had this card in one of your positions, and when you had it, it was that you aren't seeing, that you are focused on the sadness and like the loss of whatever happened, but you aren't focusing on, or you aren't even seeing the things that could come of it, like the good that could come out of it. And this is in their fearful position, so it's almost like they're fearing that you will see the good, and that you will stay single. Funny. What's the outcome for this person? The Empress, and the Devil. I don't know. I think that they are gonna stay in a toxic energy, to be honest. They are not really growing. And they have the Devil at the bottom of the deck, which grounds the whole reading, which tells me that there's something that they're doing, and again, it could be codependency, it could be an addiction, but it's something that is going on within them that is toxic. And it looks like they are, for the outcome, they're in a position of not growing. And so it's like, which was interesting because they had the Knight of Wands, which means that they're kind of in and out. And so I think their energies switch fast. What was on the bottom of the deck here? Oh yeah, that was you. Okay, let's clarify some of this. It's almost like this person likes the chaos. What's the Knight of Pentacles? The Ace of Wands. So this is exactly what you were fearful of. They're offering this passionate start with you. So again, this is more about like passion and sex. And that's exactly what you weren't wanting. Wild. Okay, so what's the Ace of Cups? God, these toxic relationships are a trip in readings. They don't make a whole lot of sense, ever. Okay, so not to say that this is like a toxic relationship. I think this person has toxic tendencies. Yeah, they want to offer you a new start in love in order to release this like heartbreak. What's the Three of Cups? The Knight of Wands. Oh my god, I love tarot. Okay, so they had this card for their present energy in your reading. which means that the action that they're taking is this reconciliation, but it's very in and out energy, and so it's somebody acting on impulse. Like they're just gonna do what they want to do in the moment, and then that's it. If their mind changes, then it changes. What's the King of Cups in reverse? And then they're gonna feel, I think you're gonna say, I don't know. They're gonna feel like they're being judged in some way. Or like, and this could be your energy also, that you're kind of saying like, this offer isn't really good enough. And then, in that way, then they would be feeling judged, and then that would come out as them being kind of almost manipulative. What's the Seven of Swords? Again with the World. So it's like the energies that are being brought into their whole deal is that this isn't completed and it needs to be in some way. What's the King of Pentacles? Oh my God. This person, they're impulsive. They act without thinking of other people. I think they're very immature. It's immaturity. What's the Empress in reverse? Jesus. If they don't get what they want, they're gonna act out. For sure. And then return back to this Five of Swords energy. Winning at all costs. What's the Justice? Yeah, they want this person. They want to leave the past behind. They want a reconciliation, and they want like a home, a stable home, or stability. They want like peace within the family. What's the Four of Pentacles in reverse? This person is too much. They're like controlling. Yeah. Maybe they're saying a lot. But either way, they're controlling and almost manipulative. And immature. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have all 4 knights, which means that they're in a very immature energy. Like not even to like the learning part yet. This is just the like in tarot, there's like a spark of a new idea, and then there's the learner, and then you're kind of getting more developed, and like know what you're talking about, and then there's like the full, like, you know everything about it and you're like a master in it. And they are like not even in the learning stage yet. They're like just the idea stage in all of their positions. So they haven't even like taken but yet they haven't even like taken the approach of learning. They're still just action, acting on whatever it is they want. But then they're showing that they're this, that they fully know everything. It's crazy too that their fears are literally what your subconscious energy is. Like, they're fearing that you will be single and that you will start to see the benefits of not being with them. And then it's like their hopes are, and then the outcome, how these energies resolve, is that still they're not really growing. And then they're like, it's like a toddler. Like, if they don't get their way, they're gonna like stamp their feet and like act out and then do whatever it takes to win. But it's like, it's like they don't have bad intentions is the problem. It's like they're just very like young. Like they just really, it's just a young energy. Like they just don't really know like how to control their emotions and even how to feel their own emotions. And they're very just in and out. Let's see the bottom of this deck. The Hanged Man. They're gonna be forced to see things from a different point of view. Maybe if whatever they offer, because in this section there was a possible situation of you saying no, saying that you weren't satisfied with their offer, and then there was you saying no. And in that scenario, they would be forced to like be put in like a timeout, like a spiritual timeout. Like, okay, now you have to sit with all your problems by yourself without being able to distract yourself with a relationship. And then that would force them to see things from a different point of view. So that's a possible. I think that because that was at the bottom of the deck, which means it's like crowning the whole reading, I think that's probably the most likely that will happen, is that in the end they're going to be kind of forced to sit in like a universal timeout where they have to look at everything from a different point of view. So Tessa, I hope that helped you. I hope this doesn't take 5 hours to upload on YouTube. And I hope you have a good night. Bye-bye.